What's going on, everybody? In this training video, we're going over Facebook ad copy, which is super important when it comes to running a Facebook ad. If you don't know the levels of an ad, if you don't know how to write some copy or how to have a very appealing offer and congruency within the whole thing, you're never going to have something convert. You might have it convert somewhat, but it'll never perform the best. I don't want to say that it'll never convert, because it could definitely convert, but it's never going to perform the best that you want unless you really know how to do Facebook ad copy and how important it is. So, super excited for you guys to watch this video. Let's just dive right in to the levels of Facebook ad copy. So, the first one, when it comes to creating yourself an ad, the first level is the most important one, is the headline. Now, when it comes to the headline, that is basically going to be the main call to action on the Facebook ad. It's what grabs your audience's attention and causes them to honestly stop on their news feed or show interest and click on the call to action on the actual ad. So, for example, say I'm a chiropractor and I'm running ads for a local, I have somebody running ads for my company and we're offering free back alignments. You would definitely want to have a headline, maybe causing some sort of controversy or something. Maybe if you're running them to a blog post, but if you're doing a free back alignment, you want to put probably in big, bold, free, all in caps, and talk about, grab your free back alignment, or attention, free back alignment, limited to something or whatever, grabbing somebody's attention. Now, I know that's not perfect. We'll dive into kind of how to write some ad copy and get everything working smooth. But the headline is the most important part when it comes to a ad on Facebook, Instagram, or Audience Network. The next thing is going to be the text of the ad. Now, the text of the ad is the story that is going to go along with the Facebook ad and the offer that you are offering on the Facebook ad. It's got the congruency with the headline and the landing page, which I'm sure if you've watched a congruency video, training video, it is congruency, and being congruent in marketing is very important, and you must have congruence and congruency throughout your whole marketing plan. So basically, you're taking the objective of the text, again, is the story of the ad. So you're taking your audience on this roller coaster up and down ride while explaining exactly what this Facebook ad is all about. You're hitting the pain points of your audience, also offering them a solution to the problem that you are basically telling your audience about. If it comes to, for example, when I ran for a affiliate offer when I first started, my target audience was mechanics. So what I would do was hit the pain points of working 6 days a week, getting all oily and greasy, not making the best money, having to rely on service advisors. Now, you guys might not understand this and can relate to these things, but my audience could, and that's what basically I would do in my text of my ads, take them on this story and hit their pain points, then offer them a solution that basically I went through that fixed my problem. So basically that is the text portion of it. Now, the next one is going to be the news feed description. Now, your news feed description has to have congruency to your call to action. So your call to action is going to be what you choose on the ad for the button to say. If it's going to say learn more, shop now, download now, install now, send message, whatever it is, it's got to be congruent to the news feed description. So what that's going to do, for an example, if my call to action button says learn more, I'm going to say, hey, in my newsfeed description, I'm going to say click learn more to register for this upcoming free webinar. Now that is if my objective and call to action of the ad is to register for, a webinar. Now, the next one is going to be the call to action. Now, this is going to be kind of helping you guys with the newsfeed description. Now, the call to action is going to be the main point of what your audience is, what your objective to click on something is. What are you telling them to do? Are you, of course, if you're running through and they're reading text and they look at a headline, it all has to have congruency to the button that they're going to click, which is the call to action. So you need to make sure you choose the best button that fits your objective of the Facebook ad. So if I am running an ad for an app, I'm telling somebody to download the app, or get a free PDF, or a cheat sheet or a free ebook or something. Those are going to be download options. If I'm offering a webinar, a training, a free live training, whatever it is, I would probably say learn more. Maybe even a blog would probably say learn more. Now, if I'm telling somebody that I'm running an ad for Messenger, probably is going to say message now or send message. So you guys understand that it's going to have congruency to the objective that you have for the Facebook ad. Now, the next thing, these are going to be pretty simple, is going to be your website URL. This is where you're going to be sending your traffic when they click the call to action button on the Facebook ad itself. And then the next thing, guys, is going to be the display URL link. That's going to match with your website URL. The only difference between the website URL and display URL, you should probably understand and be able to figure it out, it's just displayed. So if your website is www.johnsmith.com/mini-training, you're not going to display that. You're going to display probably johnsmith.com/mini-training or johnsmith.com. Whatever it is, you're not going to have the HTTPS and all that. Probably don't even. They don't even want to click on the ad. They can even get the URL and just type it into their search bar. So let me real quick show you actually with a screenshot of when you're placing an ad what the levels of a Facebook ad are. So we just went over the real quick, I need to go back. We went over the levels of a Facebook ad. Now, when it comes to creating an ad, you have the text section that's going to almost be the top. Then you're going to have the website URL. Then you're going to have the headline. Now, depending on the objective of the ad, the campaign objective, basically they might be a little bit different laid out, and you might not have certain options, but this is the main, when you're running for conversions, this is what you'll see. The website URL, then the headline, then it's going to go to the call to action, then the overlay. This is if you want to add text to your image when you're doing like different purchases, like free shipping or something off or percentage off. The multi-languages don't really need to unless you're doing an ad for multi-language. And then the display link, again, that's displaying the website URL. Now that's an optional one. You don't have to do it, just like the multi-language. And then the newsfeed link description, that's kind of the levels of what your ad copy is going to consist of. Now, how do we write good Facebook copy? I'm going to kind of dive through this one as well, guys. When it comes to writing good Facebook copy, you want to make sure that it has congruency to the picture or video you are running on the ad for the offer, and as well as the landing page. So the biggest way to have this really, really convert well is to make sure that your copy is congruent with your picture or video that you should have recorded for the objective of the ad, as well as the landing page, having similar, almost probably the same headline, same call to action, almost same everything on the landing page, just be a landing page and the other thing be a Facebook ad. So you want to make sure that you have congruence inside of the ad itself with the landing page. Now, the next thing is what I always do when writing an ad. I'll go into the business manager to go out and place it. The ads manager, awesome. But when I'm actually going to create something, I figure out exactly what I'm offering. So if it starts with a training or a product or a service, figure out what I'm offering. What is a video that I'm going to tailor, or a picture I'm going to tailor around to that product or service or training. And then I pull up my notepad and I write down some headlines. I start with the headlines. I want to get the main points of what it is that go with my call to action. That's the main thing. I will write down 5 to 10 headlines and grab those headlines. Using Funnel Scripts as a service, you can actually get them to help you write copy, or you can just use your thesaurus to get different wording and stuff like that to make it super, super appealing. The next is, if you're going to be using a Facebook ad video, the Facebook text inside of the ad itself should be almost repeating what the video says to like a T. The reason I say that is because some people are an audio and visual learner, but they're also going to be able to retain the information better by reading it while listening to it, and even seeing a video that's all congruent with the same thing. So you want to make sure your text is almost saying the same exact thing that your video is saying. You always want to make sure you hit your perfect customers or your perfect audience's pain points while always offering the solution to their problem they're facing. That's a big one when it comes to copy, because some people just want to put something together and half butt it. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure that it's maybe causing controversy. It's definitely grabbing somebody's attention. It's very eye-opening. It's appealing. It maybe causes someone to be intrigued and want to know exactly what it is on the other side of clicking that button. You want to make sure you're hitting their pain points, taking them through this roller coaster ride when it comes to the text, but always offering them a solution to their problem. The next thing, guys, is going to be always use copywriting tools if you really want to, like Funnel Scripts and the thesaurus. Those are a couple that I've used previously. Now I really don't use Funnel Scripts. I still do use the thesaurus. If I really need like a big client or something, I can always outsource and hire a copy guy through Upwork or Fiverr. That's the next thing I was going to copy. You can always hire yourself a copywriter off Upwork or Fiverr. And the last thing, guys, when it comes to doing Facebook ads and the copyright for your Facebook ad, always use emojis as much as possible. I'm not necessarily telling you that everywhere that you can put text, put emojis, and don't overdo it, but always use emojis. Definitely if you're going to have a big, long text in the Facebook ad, possibly even in the call to action. You don't want to have it in the display URL or the website. You can't do that, but you always want to use emojis. People like emojis. It grabs their attention. The colors and the transitions help people really relate to videos and want to click on videos and want to read text and stuff. So that's basically, guys, some breakthrough and a run through on kind of how to write some Facebook ad copy. Now, it's all going to vary depending on the product, service, offer, company, business that you're working with or doing or have, but you're going to be the best judge of that. I can only help you with so much, because I might not know your business or your products or your services, and that's what's really going to be the best thing, or the problems your audiences face, or the solutions to your problems for your audience. So at that point, it comes down to you and really being creative at the end of the day, but making sure you follow some of these guidelines, and you should be good at writing Facebook ad copy. Now, you don't have to be a super expert when it comes to writing copy, but I do recommend, if you feel like at any needs you need to hire somebody, hire somebody. I mean, hiring somebody on Upworks or Fiverr, you don't have to pay them an arm and a leg to write copy, even though normal copywriting experts that I know that specialize in copyright, they do charge a good amount of money. You can find good copywriters on Upwork and Fiverr, and not have to pay an arm and a leg. And then you can also kind of get a flow and an idea, maybe even hop on a call with somebody that you know that's good at copyright and pick their brain. But this should help you guys with Facebook ad copy, and that is the Facebook ad copy video inside the Facebook Ads Mastery section.